a talking toaster and a cat in powdered wigs. What could possibly go wrong? Join Professor Whiskers and his time-traveling toaster once again as they go back to 18th century France to witness the French Revolution. Except this time, it's all about breakfast. It's Professor Whiskers and the time-traveling toaster. In the year 1789, Paris is a city divided. The people are tired of living in squalor, while the aristocrats feast on delicious foods that they can't afford. Meanwhile, in the future, Professor Whiskers and his sentient toaster are about to make their worst decision yet. Fade in on Whiskers reading a book titled Revolutions for Dummies. Toaster is somehow eating a croissant. It's unclear how that's even possible. He just is. Whiskers, very serious. Paris, 1789. The people rise up against the tyranny of the ruling class, demanding liberty, equality, and justice. Toaster, barely looking up from his snack. And breakfast. Whiskers sighs. Please, don't do this again, Toaster. Last time you turned ancient Rome into a pizza party. Toaster smirking. But it was a cheesy success. Whiskers rolls his eyes, but before he can stop his idiotic appliance, the portal opens and they are sucked inside. They land right on a barricade in the middle of a crowded Paris street. People are angrily marching and chanting, and revolutionaries point directly at the stunned duo. Look, a machine sent from the gods. A miracle to help us in our time of need. It makes bread appear. Come on, people. Hooray! Hooray! A miracle! A miracle! Toaster pops out 2 perfect pieces of toast. The crowd cheers. Liberty, equality, breakfast, liberty, equality, breakfast. Whiskers face palms. I knew this was gonna happen. I should have known better than to bring an overly enthusiastic toaster to a historical event. As night falls, the revolutionaries set up camp and the leaders gather around the toaster, which has been placed on a makeshift pedestal like a newfound idol. One of the leaders, Robespierre, addresses the crowd with a solemn tone. The monarchy may try to keep us poor, but this machine shows us there is hope. The machine that gives us toast has spoken. The revolution shall continue until we bring down the old ways and raise up the new. Vive la toast Usion. The crowd goes wild and cheers. Slices of bread are waved like flags in the moonlight. Whiskers mutters under his breath. History is now run by breakfast. Suddenly, one of the revolutionaries steps forward holding a large knife. All eyes turn to the toaster. You have shown us the way to freedom, he says. Now you must show us the way to equality. Show us your power. Before anyone can react, the toaster is placed on the guillotine. Whiskers screams, "Wait, hold it right there. You guys are making a huge mistake. This guy has feelings, you know. He doesn't like the guillotine. He's scared." But no one listens. Instead, the revolutionaries crank the lever and the blade drops, slicing the toaster into perfectly toasted pieces. A single tear rolls down Whiskers' face. You guys might have just made a huge mistake. But then something unexpected happens. The guillotine beheads a loaf of bread. Then another and another, until every piece of bread is sliced into perfect little pieces of toast. The executioner wipes his brow. My work is done. He turns to the crowd. If any more stale bread present themselves, feel free to use the guillotine. The revolutionaries cheer again. Vive la tostution! Toaster pops out of his toaster oven body, launching slice after slice like a Gatling gun. The revolutionaries catch the airborne pieces and wave them high above their heads. The crowd chants, "Down with tyranny, up with toast, down with tyranny, up with toast." Whiskers dodges pieces flying past his head. This isn't a revolution, it's a food fight. Toaster beams with pride. History is delicious. Whiskers pulls the lever and the portal opens just in the nick of time because a giant piece of toast shaped like Napoleon's hat is hurtling towards his head. He dives through with a yell. The landing is rough. A single slice of toast pops out. It's shaped like the Eiffel Tower. Whiskers shakes his head and catches his breath. You almost turned France into the United States of breakfast. Toaster puffs out his chrome chest. Actually, I think I did better than that. I turned them into the French Toast Republic. He pops back into the portal with a smug grin on his face. Come on, slowpoke. We gotta go check out what kind of wacky shenanigans we can get up to in ancient Greece. Whiskers groans and follows his toaster buddy into the swirling vortex. Outro begins. We pan across a dusty old saloon. Tumbleweeds roll across the wooden floor. Cowboy hats hang from the ceiling like exotic birds of prey. Text on screen reads, "Next time, Wild West Toast Showdown."